Hello all, let's understand TensorFlow basics. TensorFlow is open source software and library. It was developed by the Google Brain team built by Deep Learning Artificial Intelligence research team at Google 2010. Google was using it for internal use. After that it was released under Apache 2.0. Open source in 2015. In this video we are going to learn about TensorFlow basics. TensorFlow is Google Brain's second generation system. Version 1 was released on Feb 11, 2017. TensorFlow 1.0 now had Python API and API for Java, and Go language is also added to version 1.0. TensorFlow operations neural network performed on multidimensional data array, which is referred to as a tensor. It works with tensors. It is a software library for deep learning and mainly works for numerical computation using data flow graphs. So what is TensorFlow basics? Tensors are objects that describe the linear relation between vectors, scalars and other tensors. Tensors are nothing but multidimensional arrays. A TensorFlow provides support to write the code according to your requirements and access to different kinds of tools. For example, we can write code in C++ and can call C++ code from Python, or we can write Python code and call it by C++. The lowest layer it supports two languages. First is the Python language and second is C++ language. You can write it in any language in your comfort zone. It has a collection of different math libraries that help to create math functions easily. It also provides support for processing like CPU, GPU, TPU, and also runs on Android mobiles. TF.layers. TF layers are used for method abstract so that you can customize the layers of neural networks. Then TF.estimator. Most commonly used API in TensorFlow is the TF estimator. It helps in create and train and test your model. Let's see the installation of TensorFlow. So first check your pip version. If not the latest, then run the following command to upgrade the pip. So run the below code to install the simpler version of TensorFlow. So this will install the TensorFlow with GPU supported configurations. So let's see the example of TF estimator to use classifier by 3 lines of code. So let's see the basic data types of TensorFlow. The basic data types in the TensorFlow framework or tensors are, so below shows each dimensions of tensors: scalar, vector, matrix, 3D tensor and ND tensor. Scalar is a 0-dimensional array, vector is 1-dimensional array and matrix is 2-dimensional array. 3D tensor is 3-dimensional array and ND tensor is the n-dimensional array. Let's see the constant tensors. So in constant tensors we see variables. TF variables class for creating a variable in TensorFlow and calling it the TF.getVariable functions. So first we have to initialize the variables. To initialize the variables by calling TF.globalVariables initializer. We can initialize all the variables. So let's see a simple example of variable and math expression. In normal way we can assign like this, but in TensorFlow way we can assign the values like this. And graphs for every line of our code written in TensorFlow is converted into an underlying chart. So here is an example of variables we can use in constant tensor. So in this graph, nodes represents the mathematical operations and edges represents the multi-dimensional array or tensors and shows how they communicate between them. So next see the version of TensorFlow 2.0. So in the second version of TensorFlow, they focused on making the API simpler and easy to use. The API components integrate better with Keras. By default, the eager execution mode is activated. Then eager mode. Eager execution is a run interface where operations are executed immediately as they are called Python. We can use eager mode instead of graph mode. We can compute what we need to compute and we can get results right away. This will make TensorFlow as easy as PyTorch. Focusing on remove duplication APIs. Then Keras. TensorFlow provides a high-level API for building and training deep learning models. This was not included in TensorFlow, but in the latest release, Keras has been included in TensorFlow 2.0. User-friendly. Keras provides a simple, consistent interface for common use cases. Modular and composable. Keras models are made by connecting building blocks together, then easy to extend. Create or update new layers, metrics, loss functions, and it uses tf.keras for using Keras models. And the next one is TensorFlow Lite. In 2017, Google announced a software that is specially built for mobile development, TensorFlow Lite. TensorFlow Lite or TF Lite is a lightweight solution for on-mobile device interface. So we can also use it for iOS and Android by creating C++ API, as well as we can also use the Java wrapper class for Android developers. Now let's see the list of algorithms that TensorFlow supports. So first one is for regression. That is, in linear regression we can use tf.estimator.linear regression, and then Boosted tree regression. So tf.estimator.boosted tree regressor. And for second one is classification. In classification we can supports classification, deep learning combined, and boosted tree classifiers. So let's see the features of TensorFlow. TensorFlow works efficiently with different types of mathematical expressions involving multi-dimensional arrays. So it also provides support for deep learning neural networks and other machine learning concepts. TensorFlow can run on multiple CPUs and GPUs. It also provides its own processing power, that is the TensorFlow processing unit. So next we can understand TensorFlow processing unit. Google announced its Tensor Processing Unit, that is TPU, an application-specific integrated circuit, that is hardware chip built specially for machine learning and tailored for TensorFlow. In 2017, Google announced the second version of TensorFlow and the availability of the TPUs in Google Cloud. TPU is a programmable AI accelerator and built for using or running models. Google running TPUs inside their data centers for more than a year. Next one is Edge TPU. Edge TPU is a chip that Google's built to design and run TensorFlow Lite machine learning models on small computing devices such as smartphones. High scalability for computing huge datasets, and it can also train and serve models in a live model. Rewriting of code and I am not required. So TensorFlow is a very commonly used deep learning library that is mostly used in creating neural networks, also used by startup companies, big companies. So as discussed above, Google is also using TensorFlow for its internal purpose. It is still used in mostly all kinds of products like Gmail and Google search engine. So this is a guide to TensorFlow basics. Here we discuss the installation of TensorFlow with the features and list of algorithms that TensorFlow supports.